Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and this one is an important one. So, this is the most underused, overpowered thing in ARK, and it's the TEK Canteen. Now, here's why. Some people don't use this because like it's expensive. I don't have a value for it unless it's like a glory tame. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like having a phoenix. They're cool and all, but they don't really have that much use. Some people think this doesn't have that much use. However, they are way wrong. So this is unlocked, and we'll just go ahead and go to it so you can see Canteen at level 101, and it's really cheap. It's not that expensive at all. And once you have this level 101 is all you need. It can be any map. You literally just go to the TEK Canteen, make it in the repi, and then you go and place it inside of any water area. And notice it'll fill. Now there are two modes. This is what people mess up. You've got cold, and you've got a mode called hot. Now, if you fill it up with hot, it's going to look like over here on official servers. This is going to call cold, and then it's going to come back over here. But cold and hot. Now, what do these do? They give you some absolutely bonkers buffs. That's what they do. So each one of them can hold 9 individual sips out of them. And cold and hot is a major difference. They give you two major things. One is the immunity to certain temperatures. So if you're in a cold area, I'll go ahead and show you by like transporting over to a freezing cold area. We're going to go ahead and head over to Murder Snow, which is, one of the coldest places in all of ARK. So by going over to Murder Snow, we're right here. This should be like a very cold area. This is like an instant death area for a lot of people. But when you have these canteens, it really changes the amount of cold that you experience. So this is like, you do not survive this area. You take damage consistently. It is negative 52 degrees Celsius here, right? Now, you've got a certain hypothermal insulation here, and if you drink your hot water, you're going to greatly increase this overall. Notice how we've got that negative 27, and my hypothermal is now to 542. That's a massive boost. Absolutely insane. So the hot water gives you an extra boost as well. So if I drink this again, notice how you get this boost in the corner over there. On the right hand side, there are 2 boosts in the last shorter period of time, and then there's one boost that lasts a lot longer. The shortest boost, that makes you impossible to freeze. So you cannot be ice blocked no matter what. So if a Man of Armor is chasing you or an Ice Titan is chasing you and you smack one of those, you have 10 seconds of freedom where you cannot be frozen. So you literally are invincible to the freeze of a Man of Armor, which is super awesome, obviously. So carry one of these on you to avoid that stuff. Major effect. Huge. And then you can sip it 9 times. It's like you can do battle and you can do whatever you need to and never worry about freezing. Now, the next shorter buff is a stamina drain reduction. This literally means that my stamina is going to slow down how long it takes. Like, literally, it's going to reduce the amount of stamina that I need in order to continue running. So, once I drink this, I'm going to have 60 seconds of a reduced stamina usage, which is very useful, especially if you only got 100 stamina. You don't have to waste points into it. You just have this bad boy out, and then you have 60 seconds of stamina regeneration. That's massive, man. That is a really big thing. And the fact that you can just drink it 9 individual times, that is absolutely ginormous. So you can literally just go wherever you need to for a long period of time. Now, what you notice is there's the last one. So you have 100 and give or take, land again. I'll give you the exact number. You have 120 seconds, so 2 minutes of warmth. So whenever you're in the snow, in areas that would normally freeze you to death or areas that would cause issues, if you have fur, you can make it through Murder Snow, no problem. It just makes you cold. You're not going to die cold, which is pretty awesome. It's just one of those things. So like raiding Bear Cave, this is not Bear Cave, raiding Snow Cave, this is how people are doing that now. They just grab a couple of these TEK canteens, wear their normal flak, and then, go in there and you're good to go. Grab an otter maybe or something like that. And this effect where you've got that heavily increased 542 hypothermal insulation lasts for a very long time. So you can use it for 2 minutes and then wait 2 minutes. So you literally get yourself a combination of 9 times 2 minutes, so 20 minutes-ish, give or take, of total heat amazingness. That's all I can tell you. Now, let's say you go over to the desert where you're normally on fire. Yes, this is an area where it's super hot. Having desert attire is super useful. 43 degrees Celsius. Now we break out the cold canteen. Boom. No longer hot, and it just sits there like that. So if you're going through a super hot area where you would normally bleed it on fire, like a fire cave or something along those lines, literally having this cold container is going to increase your, it went from negative 80 to 279. Yeah, that's a big difference. So, literally, you are increasing your ability to survive certain areas. Not only that, but you'll notice that this one doesn't give you that quick boost, so you don't get the actual speed boost of the warm water, but you can take a warm and a cold at the same time. So this doesn't make you invincible to being frozen by a mana, but this does give you that 60-second stamina reduction boost, which is pretty freaking awesome, obviously. So you're cooled down, and then you can see I can go 4, and then we'll go ahead and drink 1. So 4 gives you that boost there, and then you can have both running at the same time. So I can have essentially just insane amounts of fortitude, basically, by just cycling between a hot and a cold canteen. And you can go to literally anywhere on the map and not experience really any sort of issue at all, which is absolutely insane. So not only is it good for PvP, you can go anywhere and not experience any, like you can see I'm just like going through most of the areas of ARK. I do get a little bit of a frozen area in some areas, but you survive those areas. You do get cold. Now, if you were to have fur, you could survive anywhere, any murder snow in the entire game. Now, I'll just show you how awesome it is because we're going to go ahead and go over to the fire area as well. The literal, just, well, we can go into the Wyvern Scar, or we can go into this cave down here, which is very hot. So you can see super hot in here, but if you go ahead and take yourself a cold canteen, you can survive this area very easily. And you don't really have to worry about much at all. Now, if I was to wait and let my hot run down, it's going to give me the boost, and we're going to have a hypothermic and hyperthermic boost. So you have some crazy, crazy abilities to survive longer with a canteen. Stamina reduction, a survivability increase, and you're unfreezable by mana garmers. That is a massive thing that people do not take advantage of, and that's something that people need to use for sure. So the TEK Canteen is the god tier weapon. So it is an S tier thing. You need to be using this if you haven't done so already. All right, well, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out, and teach out.